Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today it is Championship and Champions League predictions for these upcoming games in the Championship and the Champions League. So yeah, before we get into this, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe down below, and yeah, put your prediction in the comments to maybe get some points on prediction league. So yeah, now let's get into doing our predictions. So first game to predict is Bristol City going up against Nottingham Forest. Now, Bristol City lost 2-0 at home to Bournemouth at the weekend, whereas Forest beat Blackpool 2-1. And Forest are on really good form since Steve Qpr has come in. And yeah, I'm not too confident going into this one. That's why I've gone with a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest. But yeah, hopefully, obviously I hope City win, but I'm not too confident going into that game. But next up is Derby going up against Luton. Derby drew 0-0 with Preston at the weekend, and Luton got a very good win away at Millwall. I can see this. I can only really see this being a draw, really. So I've just gone 1-1. Next up, Qpr going against Blackburn. Now this is a bit of an interesting game because two sides who are up there in like in the playoffs area, like quite high in the table. Well, all around the playoffs area. But I don't think QPR are going to be high in confidence after getting thrashed by their local rivals Fulham 4-1. And Blackburn, they're doing all right. They threw away a 2-goal lead against Coventry, but yeah, Coventry are also doing very well this season. So I think I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Blackburn in that game. Next up is Sheffield United going against Millwall. Sheffield United got a 2-1 win against Stoke, and obviously Millwall lost 1-0 to Luton. And yeah, I feel like Sheffield United can win this one again. So I'm going to say 2-1 win for Sheffield United. Next up, Fulham going against Cardiff. Fulham obviously thrashing Qpr 4-1. Cardiff losing 3-0 to Swansea. And yeah, so I can only see Fulham winning this one, really. So I'm saying a 2-0 win for Fulham. Next up, Huddersfield going up against Birmingham. Huddersfield winning 2-0 against Hull, and Birmingham losing 1-0 against their rivals West Brom. I can see this being a very tight game, very scrappy game. But I do feel like Huddersfield can just edge it because they are the team with better form. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for Huddersfield. Next up, Hull going against Peterborough. Now, another interesting game down at the bottom of the table. Hull losing 2-0 to Huddersfield, and Peterborough losing 2-0 to Middlesbrough, I believe. But yeah, again, this is going to be a very scrappy game, and I think there's only going to be one goal in it. And I think Hull are going to get that goal. So that's why I've gone for a 1-0 win for Hull. But I can see that going either way. Next up, Middlesbrough going up against Barnsley. Now, another game that will probably be quite tight. Middlesbrough beating Peterborough 2-0 at the weekend. Barnsley losing 1-0 to Reading. Barnsley really aren't on a good form. Middlesbrough not on the best form, but on the right form. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-0 win for Middlesbrough. Next up, Preston going up against Coventry. Preston drew 0-0 to Derby at the weekend, and Coventry drew 2-2 to Blackburn. Now, if this was at home, I would have easily said this would be a Coventry win, but because it's away and Coventry's away record is not the best, well, it's all right, but I don't believe they've won a game away from home yet this season. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Next up, Swansea going against West Brom. Swansea beating Cardiff 3-0 and West Brom beating Birmingham 1-0. Now Swansea will be looking to get another win after beating their rivals Cardiff. But I just feel like West Brom have too much quality, so I'm going to say a 2-1 win for West Brom. And the final game in the Championship to predict is Reading going up against Blackpool. Now this will be another tight game. Blackpool are actually alright despite losing to Forest. And Reading obviously beating Barnsley 1-0 at the weekend. Yeah, I feel like, again, there's going to be just one goal in it. And one goal margin in it, I should say. And I think it's going to be a 2-1 win for Reading. But that wraps up for my Championship predictions. Now let's go on to Champions League predictions. So, first game in the Champions League to predict is Club Brugge going up against Man City. Now, both sides are on really good form since the last time the Champions League was played. But obviously, you kind of have to back Man City here, really. I've gone with a 2-0 win for Man City, but they could easily score way more than that. Next up, PSG going against Leipzig. Yeah, again, both teams on really good form since the Champions League, since the last time they played in the Champions League. But yeah, obviously PSG have way too much quality, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Donnarumma in goal. So yeah, that's why I've gone for a 2-1 win for PSG. Next up is a very interesting game. Atletico Madrid going up against Liverpool. Now, Atletico Madrid lost 1-0 to Alaves, but then they beat Barca. I mean, Barca aren't the Barca that we all know right now, obviously. Having a lot of financial issues. But Liverpool, with their form, I believe they drew to Man City, but then they beat Watford 5-0. But that Watford were actually alright before, but when we had Zisco in charge. But yeah, now that they've sacked him for a very odd reason. Because they were doing alright and then they just sacked him. Quite typical of Watford, to be honest. Ranieri's came in, and yeah, Ranieri is, in my opinion, not the man to save Watford. Like Zisco wasn't even bad, so why would you sack him and bring in a very poor manager? Because the last time he was in a Premier League job, he was with Fulham, and yeah, that did not go that well. He got sacked before the season, and then Scott Parker had to try and come in and try and save Fulham, which eventually you couldn't do. But yeah, that's why I'm not fully backing Liverpool to go and get the win tonight against Atletico Madrid. So yeah, that's why I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Next up, Porto going up against AC Milan. Now, yeah, I think both teams have won their last 2 games since they played in the Champions League. Yeah, but AC Milan just are too good for Porto. So I've gone for a 2-1 win for AC Milan. Next up, Besiktas going up against Sporting. Now, yeah, not much to say about this one, really. I think Sporting will just edge it, so that's why I've gone for a 2-1 win for Sporting. But yeah, next up, this is going to be quite an interesting game. It's Ajax going up against Borussia Dortmund. Now, I'm really excited to see the outcome of this game because it's on paper it should be a really good game. And yeah, Dortmund, I just feel like they have enough in their squad to go and beat Ajax. So I've gone for a 2-1 win for Dortmund. Next up, another interesting game, Inter going up against Sheriff. Now, Inter just recently lost 3-1 to Lazio in Serie A. And yeah, Sheriff obviously top of the group in the Champions League with 2 wins from 2, obviously beating Real Madrid at the Bernabeu in the last minute, which was their most recent win. And sorry guys, just gonna go a minute. Right, sorry guys, sorry I had to cut the last bit short. It's because I had to go for my tea. But we will carry on with Inter versus Sheriff. Yeah, I think I've already gone through the team's form and that, so yeah, I'll just give my prediction now. So I am gonna back Sheriff once again to get the win. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-1 win for Sheriff. I would like to see that happen as well, because yeah, it's always great when you see an underdog get far in a competition like the Champions League. So yeah, 2-1 Sheriff for that one. The next game is Shakhtar going up against Real Madrid. Yeah, both teams are quite good, but Real Madrid's too good for Shakhtar, I think. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-1 win for Real Madrid. And the next game is Barca going up against Dynamo Kiev. Oh my god, this is gonna be really interesting, because Barca last night in the Champions League lost 3-0 to Benfica, and they've also lost 3-0 to Bayern Munich. And Dynamo Kiev, despite losing 5-0 to Bayern Munich, they drew to Benfica, and Barcelona lost to Benfica. So, with saying that, I'm going to predict a Dynamo Kiev win here. This might be really controversial, but I'm gonna say Dynamo Kiev are gonna beat Barcelona by 2-1. Please make that happen as well, so I don't look like an absolute idiot now. The next game is Benfica going up against Bayern Munich, and yeah, listen, we all know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a Bayern Munich win, or an absolute far out of the way, but beating Dynamo Kiev 5-0 last time playing in the Champions League. And yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 3-1 win for Bayern Munich this time. And the next game is Young Boys going up against Villarreal. Now, yeah, I think Villarreal is gonna edge this. There's not much to say about this game, so I just think Villarreal are gonna edge it 2-1. The next game is Man United going up against Atalanta. Oh my god, this is another spicy game, I must say. Oh my god, Man United are in such, disarray at the moment, because yeah, their last 2 games since they last played in Champions League, when they got that lucky 90th minute winner against Villarreal. Since then, they've played 2 games and they haven't won a single one of them. They drew to Everton, but they were very lucky to get a point there. Everton had a goal disallowed through VAR in the 85th minute, so yeah, they were very lucky to not lose there. And then their most recent game, obviously losing 4-2 to Leicester. So yeah, Man United aren't in very good form. Atalanta, I believe the game before last, they lost 3-2 to AC Milan, but AC Milan are a very good team. I think they won their last game, but I can't remember who it was against. But yeah, Atalanta are on the better form, so I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for Atalanta. And will that be the end for Ole? Who knows? But the next game is Salzburg going up against Wolfsburg. And yeah, again, there's not too much to say about this game. But yeah, I feel like Salzburg are just going to edge it. I'm going to say 2-1 Salzburg. Next game is Lille going up against Sevilla. And yeah, both teams are, you know, pretty good. And I don't think either team's going to win. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, I think. The next game is Zenit going up against Juventus. Zenit are going to lose this, in my opinion at least. So yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-0 win for Juventus. But the next game is Chelsea going up against Malmo. Chelsea, Malmo are pretty bad, so I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-0 win for Chelsea. But that wraps it up for my Championship and Champions League predictions, guys. Make sure you comment them down below to get points on the prediction league. And yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.